mutual offer from WWE back in 1998, I'm afraid to say.
96. They offered me
10-year deal, correct?
Yeah, they were giving me a multi-million 10-year deal, and I declined it. My agent declined it. He said, "You're not going to do this fake stuff. You're the real deal." And so I never watched pro wrestling. I never studied it until 1998. I turned the TV on and I fell in love with the product. Watching Raw and Stone Cold and The Rock, Triple H, Undertaker, it was really cool to see these guys. They're incredible athletes, and they do a lot of incredible stunts, and I wanted to be part of it. So I called the WWE, and Jim Ross at the time, I said, "Hey, is that offer still stand?" He said, "No, you're going to have to try out." So I lost the offer, and I tried out in late '98, and I had a great tryout. My first day, within an hour, they offered me a contract. I was picking everything up very quickly. Not that I understood psychology or anything, but I was getting the technique down properly. And so they offered me a deal. It wasn't a very good deal. It was $75,000 a year. And I took it, and I just told Jim Ross, "I'm going to turn this into $1 million my first year that I wrestle." And he looked at me like I was crazy, but I had the confidence in myself that I would do really well.
And you did. You turned it into $1 million product because you made yourself a brand. You signed with WWE in 1998, 5-year deal. Your first pro wrestling match was against Tom Pritchard in WWE's official development territory. Your first WWF match was a dark match against Brian Christopher, who unfortunately passed away. But your first televised match was against Sean Stasiak in 1999 Survivor Series. However, Mr. Angle, you won your most important match back in 2000 in No Mercy, none other against The Rock, the WWF champion at that point, and you became the champion and the face of WWE at that point. How did it feel for you once you hold that gold belt over your chest and eventually start tearing up because of the emotion? What was the first thing that went through your mind?
Well, I knew I made it. You know, I made it to the top. It was, you know, I was actually shocked. I didn't plan on growing that quickly, getting that popular that fast. Even though I was a heel and I was pretty much hated, and, you know, all the stuff I was doing, the corny, goofy stuff, and, you know, the heel stuff, and being ignorant and, you know, dumb. It was a lot of fun. It was really challenging. I couldn't wait to come to work every week so I could make an ass out of myself. It was really cool to do. That was my favorite time in wrestling. My first year was my favorite year. And, you know, beating The Rock, the most popular, you know, superstar of all time, was huge feat. So I was really, really happy with my progress at the time. And, you know, the only thing I could do to match that was to win a title from Stone Cold. And I did that my second year. So that was a big win for me too. Those are my two biggest wins.